welcome to our third session in our beginner series.
Today we're going to be working on a practice that uses our breath. So we're using the whole of our diaphragm and upper lobes of the lungs, but it only requires you to have a natural automatic breath from the diaphragm itself. So this is appropriate for anyone that won't be moving, but also that has an automatic breath. So this means that you could have a problem with the spinal cord, even paralysis, all the way up to, say, collarbone area or similar. It's also appropriate for anyone that wants to work with their breath but doesn't want to engage in full body movement. So as part of this, most importantly, of course, is set yourself up so you can enjoy the practice. Get yourself comfortable. I'm going to ask Lauren to just do any wiggles, get herself really comfortable. She's using a bolster. But for most people, they'll find that this is probably easiest either in their chair at home, all set up for them, or possibly lying down in bed as well. So just make sure that your body is comfortable, it's not going to interrupt you. And likewise for the environment around you, that you're not going to have interruptions from anyone that doesn't know that you're practicing. Okay, so to begin with, just come into yourself. So this means often closing your eyes, and in any way you can, in particular in the head and maybe the neck, find a way with your breath as you inhale to take a slight extension. Just think about raising the jaw, maybe a little look up with the eyes. So you're just lifting your energy within your system. And then with an exhale, just relaxing in whatever way you can. This might mean for a few of you, you'll be able to allow the shoulders to drop, but just have a sense now with your breath of, again, a little bit of a lift up with the jaw, the head, the eyes, with the eyes closed on an inhale, and an exhale to release that focus and attention. So just being aware of your breath as you seal in your practice with a sense of what you're practicing about today. So really ask yourself what you're looking for from this practice, what it is that you really want to go for, what is it that drives you, and bring it inside and take a mental bow to yourself. So really acknowledging what it is that connects you to this practice, to your life, to each other, and what the yogic methodology does bit by bit as it changes our systems and transforms them. Namaste.
Namaste.
So keeping your awareness within your system, start to focus on your breath a little bit more. So it's just going to be inhales through the nose, nice and gently in your own time. And exhales out of the mouth, the ah breath, like you're sighing to yourself. Really focusing on that slow passage of breath as it comes in through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. So allowing that slow cycle of breath as you feel the body expand with the breath and the exhale to release, to let go of tension. So as we're taking this breath, feel into the pulse that naturally occurs within your body. Our previous session, we were really fueling and heating our body with a lot of dynamic breathing, working with inspiration from the sun, the Hatha of Hatha Yoga. And we were really fueling and activating the sympathetic nervous system. It's the part of us that's automatic. There's a little bit of our stress response, the big sensations that we can have within our mind and body, and learning how to harness that and use it for fuel for our life. Today, feeling into the soothing element of our nervous system, we're focusing on the moon. So feeling into our parasympathetic nervous system. So this is the autonomic nervous system. Again, it's automatic. It's how we calm and soothe ourselves. It's a part of the nervous system that helps to turn off the adrenaline. It helps to lower the cortisol levels. So it's feeling every time you exhale in particular, that soothing, relaxing quality of almost that sigh. So just feeling as you are right now, there's no right or wrong with this, just notice how your system's feeling. This could be by noticing your mind, noticing the qualities. Maybe it's quite a busy mind. It's like whatever's gone on today, bring it in. It can be all part of your practice. Or maybe actually you're feeling quite relaxed already. Maybe you need a little bit more alertness or attention so you don't feel too sluggish. So just notice what qualities are in your system and bring it into the practice, that you get to work with your awareness, with your attention, and bring that day into as fuel the practice. Okay, so feeling that expansion, you are discerning what it is to be in your body, in your mind. This is called viveka. So this is having a real knowledge and really owning it for yourself, that you know yourself. You don't need to be told from the outside. You know your system and what it is that you need. So it's a form of wisdom, it's real discernment. So with that, so holding that discernment, we're going to come into our double breathing in a moment, just as we have done in previous sessions. We're going to take it a little bit slower, a little bit more paced, and you can judge for yourself how much energy you need to put into it. So it could be quite a dynamic, powerful breath, or it could be really backed off and quite soft. Your system's already feeling a little bit stretched. So you discern for yourself what you need. Okay, so we're going to take 3 rounds, as we always do, but also with obviously the dynamic stillness in between each. So nice and gently now, we'll come in as we always do, as we take an inhale up, filling up the chest first of all. Exhale, our breath out, relaxing. Taking a natural inflation and starting with 2 exhales out of the mouth, away you go. Slow and steady. Two more. Last one. Exhale, our breath, empty out. Come to the bottom of your exhale, then allow a rebound to inhale up. Filling up, hold it for a moment. Before then exhale, our breath, choosing to exhale, release, and come into the first of your energized stillness. Being aware if maybe there's been a slight pause in your breathing. It's very normal. You've been super oxygenating your system, so there's all this life energy within it. So it's quite common that for a little period of time, we might feel the need to relax and drop the breath. And it's allowing our mind to disengage with this idea that we have to breathe. So it's allowing our thoughts and our breath rhythm to actually disconnect for a little bit. Don't worry, they will reconnect again, but it's just feeling the space that opens up. That your thoughts can start to slow, to relax, as you come into the feeling of your system, of your body, the energy that you've created. Going to come into our second round of double breathing now. So again, being aware of as your system changes, how you can dial up the intensity or dial it down. Okay, same way in where we take an inhale up. Exhale, our breath to release. Taking a natural inflation. Starting with 2 exhales out of the mouth, away you go. Last one. Exhale, empty out. Before then choosing a rebound, inhaling up, filling up into your chest. Right to the brim. And exhale, our breath to soften, letting go, coming into your energized stillness. And feeling into that space that you're transforming in yourself. That ability with every round to become more aware of your system, of your energy, of your connection with your life energy today. Reminding yourself that you can use all of it. There's nothing that needs to be shoved away. All of it, all the reality of today can be brought into this practice, into the breath. That the breath will help transform your biology, your chemistry. Just allow it to do its work. We're coming into our third and final round of double breathing now. So again, feeling the qualities that you want to bring into your practice again. Very gently taking an inhale up, filling up. Exhale, our breath, releasing. Taking a natural inflation. And start with 2 exhales, away you go. One more. Exhale, empty out. Slight pause before the rebound builds up. It's quite normal sometimes to get tickles in the back of the throat. Hold it for a moment. Just join when you can. And then exhale, our breath to release. Drop your engagement with your breath. Allow it to be completely natural. And be in your energized stillness. So it's very normal for the system to purify during the double breathing. We're working with our lungs, with our body, with our energy in a much deeper way than we might do throughout the rest of the day. This can stimulate, can sometimes aggravate a bit, which is actually quite a good thing. So you're learning to be with the stress that our systems take on. So we get some big body sensations sometimes. It can also be the same with the mind. There can be quite a preference come up. But it's very normal for it to come up where you're like, oh, I don't want to. Like there can be quite a resistance. But often we get these caps, these ceilings, at the point where we're about to have a breakthrough. So it's building your capacity to be with what can be very uncomfortable energies or emotions sometimes. So you can feel that sympathetic activation within the system, that aggravation that can be used as fuel, but also the soothing that you can do within the system. So the parasympathetic, where you get to learn and be a master of that aggravation, of the preferences, the stresses that we get in life. So you get to know how to stimulate, to energize yourself, but also how to soothe. So it's powerful work you're doing. So from that space of energized stillness, allow yourself to breathe. So being a little bit more aware of your breath now. Just follow your inhale through the nose, filling up in whatever way you can. And then when you feel they're cool, then it's the exhale out of the nose. And in whatever way you can, try and engage your whisper muscles at the back of your throat. So the Ujjayi breath. It's also known as the ocean breath. You're engaging with the muscles in your throat that you use to try and frog up a glass. You'll make your breath audible for you, so you'll be able to hear your own breath. Sometimes it can sound very loud to ourselves. We can feel a bit self-conscious. That's also quite normal. Sometimes it's actually very quiet and no one can hear you on the outside, but you can hear it internally. Again, normal. So it's about practicing switching on these amazing muscles at the back of the throat that will allow us to have a slower, longer, more controlled inhale. So you're filling up, expanding our lungs. And likewise with the exhale, the release of that tension. So we're working with the pressures within our body, but also our connection with our breath. So really feeling what it is to take an inhale and bring energy in, but also like with the slow exhale, what it is to release that energy, to give space and room, and that's almost surrender back into life. So feeling like bringing in and up from the inhale, and the let go, the relax, the peace that can come from the exhale. So in whatever way you can now, with that inhale, much as like at the beginning with the R breath, but still through the nose as much as you can, we're going to engage that breath in a new way. I'm going to use a wood block. So this is a timer. It's going to go off every 6 seconds. And in whatever way you can, use the wood block to try and coordinate your breath. This might not always be available to you. That's absolutely fine. Maybe it will be a 3-second inhale. You just notice that's what your body will naturally do. And it will be maybe a 3-second exhale. Or it could be that it's a 4, 5, 6-second inhale. And the same on the exhale. So we're having rhythmic breathing as much as we can. So you need to gauge it for your nervous system today. But with this wood block, we're going to keep our awareness expanding on inhales to the outside, to the outer part of your body, your skin. And then when the next wood block would go off, you would imagine an exhale, try and time it with your breath if you can, where you're traveling inward into your core. Okay, so coming to the first wood block now. So imagine an inhale, in whatever way you can, try and tune with your breath. Exhale. So just feeling this in your system. Inhale. Exhale. So using the inhale pulse to come out to your skin, to your face, your head. Exhale, coming into your core. So this could be in the center of your brain, coming out to the surface of your skin. Inhaling. Exhaling back into your core. Could be a little bit lower down. Just feel the pulse for you. So inhale to the outer. Exhaling back to your center, to your core. Inhaling out. Exhaling to center. So feeling this pulse in your system. So inhale, that growing out with that expansion, that life coming in. Exhaling, the letting go, soothing. Feeling the heat as you inhale, the building of energy. Exhale, the coolness, softness, the relax. Inhaling, transforming your system with the inhale as you take a new life. Exhale, again transforming, the letting go, the ability to let go of tension. Inhale. Exhale. So working with your intention. Inhale, filling up, expanding. Exhale, soothing and letting go. So again, inhaling, bringing your discernment again. Exhale, choosing what it is that you need from these breaths. Inhale out. Exhaling, coming inward. Inhale, expanding. Exhaling, diving deeper into your system. Inhaling outward. Exhaling to cool. Inhale and keep switching on that Ujjayi breath. Exhaling back to cool. You're growing the capacity within your system. Inhale like a pendulum to the outside. Exhaling back to cool. Inside. Inhaling to skin. Exhaling back to the core. Inhale, filling up. Exhaling, letting go. Inhaling, allow it to be fluid. Exhaling a smoothness to the core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just a few more. Inhale, using the pulse of breath to really fill up with what you need, and exhaling what you don't. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhaling, filling up with the energy. Exhaling into the stillness at your core. The woodblock will stop. And just be on the inside now. Feeling the safety, the structure, the internal. Feeling what it is to be in your core. To feel the power within it. That this is the driving center within you. And allow that awareness from your very core, might be your heart for you, might be the center of your brain, wherever it is for you. Very slowly allow it to expand out, just a mental pulse outward, filling up your system, your body, your mind. And then bring that awareness to the point between your eyebrows as we come into our body rotation. So using the power of your awareness, your imagination, whatever feeling, sensation you can use, focus on the point between your eyebrows, base of throat, right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, base of throat, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, base of throat, moving down, heart, right chest, heart, left chest, heart, navel, pubic bone, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, right ankle, right knee, right hip, pubic bone, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip, pubic bone, navel, heart, base of throat, point between your eyebrows. Now allow your awareness to expand from this point to go throughout the whole of your body. Be in the whole of your body. Whole body. Being aware of the areas that have pulses of life. Being aware of the areas that are silent. But bringing them all into the whole of your body. Feeling the transformation of your biology, your chemistry, your nervous system in just a short space of time. Really acknowledging the work that you do within your body during this practice. We're coming towards the end of the practice. So in order to do this, take a full body inhale. So imagine as you inhale, breath filling up the whole of the body. And then exhale our breath to release any residue of tension. Breathing in, filling up the whole of the body. And exhale our breath to release. And our final inhale, filling up. Exhale, releasing tension and internally taking a bow to yourself, the time that you've dedicated to your practice. Taking a bow to those that are practicing with us, that we do this as a group. And taking a bow to the methodology. Namaste.